Welcome back to Let's Design Factorio. I'd say this build was quite successful. I'm really happy with it. Now it's time to build a few things that I really want coming up here. One of which is chemical plants. They make batteries. Yes. All right. So we want to make batteries. And we want to make solar panels. And we also, let's see, there's laser turrets. So these are things that were, well, okay, hang on. One more thing. Accumulators. Yeah. Lots of all of these. Because these require batteries. And these require batteries. So if I want to have, say, 8 assemblers making lasers, what's that give me? It gives me 18 per minute because they're slow. I might want more than 18 per minute. I might want 27 per minute. Gonna need 540 green chips, 540 steel, which means, of course, yeah. Well, the idea isn't necessarily to produce 27 laser turrets per minute continuously at all times. The idea is that when I want a bunch of laser turrets, that I can make them quickly. And I've realized I can buffer them with storage, but I think it's important to be able to build them fast, even if it is short term. So let's also think about accumulators. And accumulators are something that we're going to need large numbers. What do we have here for numbers? We have 9 per minute from 2. So there's 27 per minute. And that's probably fast enough because, these are not an urgency related thing, but I do want a lot of them because we're going to be making a lot of solar power, and the accumulators are needed if you want solar power. Otherwise, your power only runs a day, and then when the sun goes down, what are you relying on? Now, what do we get for these? We get 9. Okay, so is that the same? I think it's the same. 27 per minute. All right. Yep. Great. So now we have to measure how many batteries we're using. So we're using 459. So we should probably think about being able to make a fair number of batteries. We make 15 per building. Now these take in sulfuric acid and iron and copper plates. So let's have just an estimate here on what that structure might look like. Not particularly happy about that because, see, it'd be nice to have the inserters right up against the building. So that means if we're going to do it that way, it's going to require a lot, and I mean a whole lot, of underground. Unless we use. Aha, never mind. I got a better idea. So we only have to bring it in here once, right? So here we got a pipe opening coming in. How many batteries do we get from here? 60. Ugh. So we're going to need a lot more than this. There's 240. 360. While that isn't the same as this, it doesn't have to be continuous, like I said before. So, I mean, this one wants 324, and this one wants 135. And this one can do it at least 360. So assuming we're building them, all these continuously well, I don't think we will be. But, it's nice to have the capacity because everything in Factorio ramps up over time. That's just the way it works. So let's measure 366 per second on the plates, which is fine. So now that's for the iron and copper plates, and the sulfuric acid, we have to provide sulfuric acid in sufficient quantities as well, and that requires 7,200 per minute. So let's see what that is going to look like. Oh, 3,000. Well then, 3 of these makes 9,000. So we're going to need at least 720. Well, okay, look, we've got water. It's the same situation as before. We've got a belt that we need, and then we've got making room for pipes coming in. So water comes in here, and we have a combination of iron and sulfur coming in here, like that. Then we have to make the sulfur itself, which is going to be, well, hang on, how much do we need? We need, if I remember right, well, sulfuric acid is used to make batteries, but it's also used to make blue chips, which we're going to want to start doing sometime fairly soon. So I think we should go for the full 900 sulfur. And we get 120, which isn't all that much. So to get 900 out of this, we need 8 of them. We should probably also see if there's anything else that sulfur is used for. Sulfur is used to make explosives. Yes, so we do want lots of that. Sulfur is used directly in the chemical science packs, of course, as well. So we actually need a lot more sulfur than just the 900 here. So I think we need 10. And now we have a little bit of a difficulty in the sense that we have to make the pipes work for both of these. So we'll do the water first. And now we have to do the underground pipes for the petroleum gas. And at this point, we need to link them. So that would involve... No, can't do that. Ha! Great, so we've got petroleum gas. Let's do something here. We'll put the water in here, and we'll put the petroleum gas in here. What do you know? There it is. Great. So now we need to make a blueprint book. So we'll put a book down here, and we'll put this in the book, and we will call it sulfur. And then we'll make this one here, and this one we're going to call sulfuric acid. And then this one here is batteries. make one for solar panels. Make this one for accumulators. And this here will be for laser turrets. The whole blueprint book will be called battery related. And then we'll throw in the laser turrets and the solar panels, and then accumulators and batteries. Collection of things to build once we get oil up properly. Great. So this looks like a good place to start. Now I already have a blueprint. I already have a blueprint for oil processing, advanced oil to gas. And what I'll do is I'm going to make a copy of that, copy of this, and we'll just stick it in here as well, because we're going to need it. This is what makes petroleum gas in the first place. Let me just quick look everything over and make sure everything is how I want it. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. All right, so time to export. Export to string, copy. And it's done. All right. Thanks for watching. See you in game.